So I'm just sorting out dinner for tonight, and we are having all kinds of fish in this house. So I've got some jacket potatoes in the oven. I've started them in the microwave for about 10-12 minutes, finished them off in the oven. As there's 5 of us, I've got various things out the freezer. These and these I've had in there for probably way too long. They're still in date, but only just. I mean, considering these are frozen, the fact that they run out this month means they've been in there for ages. So we're going to have some of these sea bass fillets with lime and chilli, lemon and herb bassa fillets, and some salmon fillets. So these I'm going to do in the air fryer. I'm going to pop these in the oven, jackets and salad. And so here we are, I've dispersed the fish amongst us. So we've got some salad, the boys have got jacket and cheese, they've got a little bit of the bassa fillet and some salmon. This is like the older boys. And then Oscar's got a bit of bassa with some cut off. I've just kind of put it where I can. And then me and Steve have got cheese triangle instead of grated cheese. We've got a little bit of salmon and some of the sea bass. I've got the same. And this is what we're having for dinner tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. For tonight's dinner we are making our own pizzas using the Weight Watcher tortilla wrap. So obviously they're really thin. So we've got some cooked chicken breast, we've got some tomato puree, onion, some chilies, some red pepper, some mushrooms, and then some of this Laughing Cow light blue cheese triangles. So we are going to pop these in the oven. I've just put a little bit of seasoning on top as well. Oh, and this one's got barbecue sauce instead of tomato puree, and I'll show you it when it comes back out. Here are the pizzas out of the oven. I've just sprinkled some fresh coriander on top. Everything's gone nice and melty, and the cheese triangles have melted as well, and the bases have gone crispy. So this is what we've got tonight. So we are having Scotch eggs, or homemade Scotch eggs with salad again. I made these quite a lot recently because they're just really quick to make and they store in the fridge really well. But this time, because I ran out of breadcrumbs, I actually used some sage and onion stuffing to coat them in. They've come out really crispy if I just turn it over. So I've got sage and onion stuffing on the outside. I've mixed some sage in with the pork mince, which is just lean pork mince. And we're having these with some salad. And they look really, really good. So for tonight's dinner we have got steak, salad and some chips. I've just sliced up the steak, I've marinated it in some Cajun seasoning, cooked it on the grill, sliced it up, and this is what we've got. So for tonight's dinner I have done some Cathedral City cheese topped rolls. I found these in Iceland and got them reduced. They were £2 for 4 and I'd got them for £1. Iceland do loads of Cathedral City stuff. It's just, if you're not from the UK, it's a really strong, like, mature cheddar. So I've got some southern fried chicken strips, which are also from Iceland, some lettuce, some light salad cream. We've got these cheese topped rolls, and then I've done them some potato waffles as well. So this is something that the boys are going to be having tonight, and Steve and I are going to be having fish cakes a little bit later on. I just was making up my mint yoghurt dressing, and I said to Steve I should be filming this really. I made it last night as well. It is basically some 0% fat Greek style yoghurt, so that one there, and then I've just mixed in a teaspoon of mint sauce. And then I've put some cayenne pepper, probably a little bit too much actually, some garlic granules, and I'm going to mix that together, and then I'm going to put it over my salad. I've kind of mixed it up because I want to mix the dressing in with it, and then...
I'm laughing at yours and then look at mine.
Yeah, this is what it started like, and then I decided to destroy it, and what I'm going to do is mix my dressing through and then push it back to one side. Yeah, it just makes a really nice dressing. This one's probably going to be mega spicy, but I'll show you. We're having it with fish cakes and jacket potato. So here we are ready. I've done the jackets. So I've got a small jacket potato that I did in the microwave for about 6 minutes. Then I popped it in the air fryer along with the fish cakes. So the fish cake took about 18 minutes in the air fryer, and the jacket went in for about 6, I think. And then there's my salad. And this is what is for dinner tonight. And I've decided to film Steve's as well because his looks much better than mine. He's put some tuna on his jacket. He's got a fish cake and salad. And this is what he's got. And yours looks so much nicer. So for brunch this morning we have got some bagel thins with some lightest Philadelphia and some tomato and chilli chutney. We've got some air fried halloumi and some bacon medallions. and this is what we're having in our conservatory on this lovely sunny morning. So for breakfast this morning we have got some malted seeded bloomer with some crushed avocado, some roasted tomatoes and soft boiled eggs, and a little bit, or a lot if you look in there, of cayenne pepper. So I'm just starting tonight's dinner and I'm making a huge chili con carne. What I'm going to do is make a massive one, so 2 packs of 400 gram mince will actually stretch to 5 of us twice, so 10 meals at least, if that makes sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw in things that I have in the cupboard. So I've got 2 of these chili mixes that I got in Aldi, I think. They're like 19p or something. So I've got those 2 tins of tomatoes. This is like the cheapest of the cheap. And then these are the Italian ones in tomato juice. They'll both do for a chili. I've only got 1 tin of kidney beans, but like I said, I'm really trying to stretch this meal. So I'm going to add a tin of chickpeas as well. And then tonight we're going to have it served with rice, like your standard chili. And then I'm going to save the other half a portion for some chili dogs, like topping to put on hot dogs that we have in buns. And to be honest, because you don't use a great deal for that, there'll probably be a couple of lunches worth left as well. So out of 2 packs of mince, I'm going to get probably more like 12 meals or 12 portions of chili. So bulking it out with a few bits with some beans and that is a really good idea. So what I've done is a tip from Jamie Oliver himself. Well, a tip that I learned from watching him. He didn't actually come around and tell me to do it, but it's not really a tip. It's just whenever I used to make anything with mince, I would always like let it start to change colour, and then that was it. I would consider that browned. But apparently the best thing to do is to leave it until it actually starts to stick to the pan and almost burn, and the flavour intensifies a lot, and it really does make a big difference. It's actually starting to smell like steak, you know, in steak cooks, rather than just sort of warm mince. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but the real steak flavour or the real beef flavour comes out the more you cook it and the more you brown it, rather than just letting it be a little bit like boiled. So it gives it a little bit of a crisp, seals it a bit. So what I'm going to do now, this has been in a while and it's starting to go brown, is add my tomatoes, rinse my beans, put those in, and put my 2 sauces. That's pretty much it for this stage. Then all I've got to do is boil some rice, and I will portion up the rest of it and save it in the freezer. So here's our chilli served up, just with some plain boiled rice, which is how we're having it tonight. And this is the leftovers, which I'm going to portion up into tubs and save for another time. For tonight's dinner we have some marinated chicken. This has got some curry powder, just medium curry powder sprinkled over it, and I've cooked it on the grill. Some cheddar cheese slices, some salad with some of these baby, I think it's baby pea shoot or something, and some of this honey and spelt bread, which looks really, really nice. And this is what's for dinner tonight. So for tonight's dinner we have got chicken salad with some boiled eggs on, some beetroot. This is with all our seasonings and rainbow peppercorns, chili flakes, all that kind of thing, which is why it looks like a bit chaotic. I haven't got any boiled eggs on mine, and the boys have got bread and butter with theirs, as you will have seen. So this is what we're having. Just all chicken salad in different variations.
Did you make it? Did you break free? Did you manage to be who you wanna be? Maybe somewhere you think about me too.